Happy Monday, everybody. You know, windy day in the city today. It's said that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I'm going to talk about Donald Trump's tariffs, and I hope that some of these countries start responding in an unequal manner. Today is Monday, March 31st. The day after tomorrow is Donald Trump's much hyped Liberation Day, April 2nd, where he said he's going to impose tariffs on every country on the planet. It's going to be the biggest tax increase on American consumers and on the global economy in history. Their plan, as stated by Peter Navarro, is one of his chief economic advisors, is to raise $6 trillion in 10 years. In effect, that's a $600 billion tax increase every year on American consumers for the next decade. And, there are going to be domestic producers who are going to raise their prices as well, just not as much, so they can take advantage of a greater margin but still be cheaper than foreign-made goods under the new tariff system. And they won't have to do that. They won't have to increase productivity or anything. They can just raise their prices less than the amount of the tariffs on foreign manufacturers. Inflation's going to get worse. There are no proposals being discussed for any offsets in the tax code to offset this tax increase in exchange for a reduction in taxes in other areas. And the GOP in their tax plan in the House and the Senate are already going to raise taxes on everybody who makes less than $400,000 a year. So this is going to be a massive double whammy on everybody in this country making less than $400,000 a year. Your income taxes are going up, and you're going to pay $600 billion a year in increased taxes in the form of tariffs on products that you buy every day. This is going to do incredible damage to the global trading system. It's going to slow global trade, and if global trade slows to zero, there won't be any tariffs to collect on. It just appears that Trump is going to finish the job of completely destroying the American economy and destroying the global economy, all to satisfy this man's ego. And then I read a report a few minutes ago that China and Japan and South Korea have just held their first joint economic discussions in 5 years. We're driving Japan and South Korea into the arms of China because they're going to respond to these tariffs jointly, collectively. They haven't engaged, Japan and South Korea haven't engaged in any discussions, economic discussions with China in years. And now we have pushed them to do that. And again, my hope is that they respond in an unequal manner. I hope every country responds in an unequal manner. I mean, Donald Trump is isolating this country economically. He's destroying our alliances with our allies in Europe going back 80 years for nothing. He's cozying up to Putin. One fucking guy is destroying global alliances, resetting the entire world order, and is about to crash the entire global economy. One guy. And like I've said before, it's like people are like, how the fuck can he do this? Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop him? It's not going to be our legislative branch. Our judicial branch, I mean, I don't know what jurisdiction they have over tariffs and foreign trade, if any. Federal courts do not intervene in national security or foreign affairs because of separation of powers. That's the executive branch. And if the executive branch decides to just burn it all to the fucking ground, I guess that's where we're at. Who's going to stop him? I mean, Europe is isolating us. Now Asia is isolating us. Canada and Mexico. I mean, Canada wants absolutely nothing to do with us. It hasn't even been 2.5 months. I think we're starting week 10 today. One guy is burning everything to the ground. Who's going to stop him?